Yeah, and cause he inside he still kind of bitter, but he know that's his brothers. He didn't take it upon himself to have no type of vengeance on his brother or do nothing wrong about him. He was just kind of like, you know what I'm saying? He wanted to get back a little bit, so he toyed with him, you know.
He wasn't Esau, you know.
Right, but he didn't handle him like Esau would have handled it. Esau would have killed him. You know, go to chapter 50.
You gotta remember, he still was a righteous man. He was upright. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Chapter 50.
Yep. Where it talk about basically Joseph gonna pass. Let me see.
Joseph passed. Joseph passed in chapter 3. Blessed with the Joseph and Answer.
No. He's still alive.
That's what the Bible. What we talked about yesterday.
Yeah, so start at Yeah. Con. Go to 50 and verse. Start at 14.
Genesis 50 and 14. And Joseph returned into Egypt, he and his brethren, and all that went up with him to bury his father, until he had buried his father.
So this after Jacob and passed, all right. They was living in a land in Egypt, all right. Joseph appointed his brethren and his father to live in a land in Egypt. When his father died, when Jacob died, right, they went back to Canaan to bury his father. So this is after Jacob dies and his sons buried. Joseph returns back to Egypt. Go ahead.
And when Joseph's brethren saw that their father was dead, they said, Joseph, will pre-adventure hate us, and will suddenly requite us all the evil which we did unto him.
Which that's what Esau did. Esau said, when my father Isaac died, I should surely slaughter Jacob. Roughly paraphrasing. But you see, Joseph not gonna do that. But they thinking he gonna do that. They're like, oh, our daddy dead now. He surely gonna do away with us. He gonna get ready, he finna kill us. Go ahead.
And they sent a messenger unto Joseph, saying, that father did command before he died, saying, so shall ye say unto Joseph, forgive, I pray thee now, the trespass of thy brethren and their sins, for they did unto thee evil, and now we pray thee, forgive the trespass of the servants of the power of their father. And Joseph wept when they spake unto him. And his brethren also went and fell down before his face, and they said, behold, we be thy servants. And Joseph said unto them, fear not, for am I in the place of the Most High. But as for you, ye thought evil against me, but the Most High.
So he didn't literally mean that he was in the place of the Most High. He meant he was in the position of power. Because remember, God in the Hebrew was Allah, means power. So he was telling them, fear not, for I'm in the position of power, right? He was basically telling them without so many words that I ain't gonna destroy you. I'm in the position of power. I'm gonna see after you. All right, go ahead.
It said, but for you,
fulfilling that dream.
Right, he was fulfilling his dream. Right, basically the dream was a prophecy, and this is the dream coming to fruition. Go ahead.
It said, but for you, ye thought evil against me, but the Most High meant it unto good, to bring to pass as it is this day.
It's a precept on that too. See, because what men mean for evil, the Most High use it for good. It's like Esau, he's doing all this wickedness and evil in the earth. But guess what? Ultimately, it's for the good, right? In the end, the good will of the Most High is going to be done, right? Because he creating all these missiles, all right? He causing and wreaking all this havoc. Ultimately, it's to destroy himself, which the Most High got him, this brother always said, got him in the trick bag, right? Yeah, keep going.
It said, you got it? It said, as it is this day to save much people alive, now therefore fear ye not, I will nourish you and your little ones, and ye comfort them, and spake kindly unto them. And Joseph dwelt in Egypt, he and his father's house, and Joseph lived 110 years. You know?
Now you could jump. Jump to verse 20. You really ought to jump in one verse. You can keep going. Just keep going all the way through the end.
Genesis 15:23. And Joseph saw Ephraim, children of the third generation. The children also of Micah, the son of Manasseh, were brought up upon Joseph's knees.
Right, so at this point, you see that there's 3 generations of the sons of Jacob that have been increased in the land of Egypt, all right? He said he saw the 3rd generation. So at this point, they are starting to multiply, but they in the land of Egypt, all right? Keep going.
And Joseph said unto his brothers, I die, and the Most High will surely visit you and bring you out of this land unto the land which he swore to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob.
He said, and Joseph said unto his brethren, I die, and the Most High will surely visit you and bring you out of this land unto the land which he swore unto Abraham, unto Isaac, unto Jacob. All right, y'all see why Joseph was important? So Joseph understood, all right? Now, finish it on out.
And Joseph took an oath of the children of Israel, saying, the Most High will surely visit you, and ye shall kill up my bones from hence. So Joseph died, being 110 years old. They embalmed him.
All right, now, that embalming, that's how you know they go back to us. All right, that embalming.
Embalmed him, and he was put in a coffin in Egypt.
Right. Now we're gonna pick up in Exodus, the 1st chapter. Right. You can read. I can let's give this brother a break from reading.
All right. Yeah.
Exodus, the 1st chapter.
All right. Start at the top.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we gonna stop at 12. We ain't gonna read past 12.
Okay, this is Exodus 1:1. It says, now these are the names of the children of Israel which came into Egypt. Every man and his household came with Jacob. Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah. Issachar, Zebulun, and Benjamin. Dan and Naphtali, Gad, and Asher. And all the souls that came out of the loins of Jacob were 70 souls, for Joseph was in Egypt already. And Joseph died, and all his brethren, and all their generation, and the children of Israel.
So what it's saying is, these progenitors, they all died. Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, all the forefathers of Israel at this point, now they have died. Okay, go ahead, bro.
And the children of Israel were fruitful and increased abundantly and multiplied and waxed exceedingly mighty, and the land was filled with them. Now there arose.
Now you see, this they became a nation in Egypt. You see? Go ahead. And y'all gonna catch where I'm going in a minute, because it all comes back around. It's spiritual. Remember we read in Baruch, the 2nd chapter, in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves, all right? Because also we're going to get Hosea. Keep going.
Verse 8. Now there arose up a new king of Egypt, which knew not Joseph.
And there arose up a new king in Egypt, which knew not Joseph. Now Israel, during the time of Joseph, had favor under the Pharaoh. But now, a new Pharaoh has been set on the throne, and the old Pharaoh then died. Now let's see what happened.
And he said unto his people, behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we.
So at this time now, Israel been multiplying so mightily, they outnumber the Egyptians. You know, so that's a threat. Anytime you outnumber, it's a threat. Like, damn.
Hey, that's my Esau.
I'm in my land and it's more of them. It's more of them over here than it is me. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, hey, if I can say this too, man, that's why Esau lied to us, man, and divided all the
They
nations
said
up,
we the
man.
minority.
Right. Just call everybody minority, man.
Yup.
You know, because we so deep, man.
That song's
Yeah, Issachar, man, by itself. Just that one tribe. Outnumber Esau, man.
Yeah, Ephraim too, man. That's why it goes back to the curses that on us, man.
Right.
Because we all come together, we huge, man.
Man.
All the 12 tribes come together, man. We one big nation, man.
Said we are the sand of the sea.
We outnumber
outnumber
everybody. We
everybody.
outnumber all the other nations put together.
Yup.
Just Israel.
Israel,
Yup.
man. Hey, one tribe in itself.
Yup.
Yup.
That's right. That's it. Okay. All right. It says verse 10. Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply, and it come to pass that when they're fallen out in any war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us.
So the Egyptians come up with a plan. They say, hey, let us go and deal with them because they multiplying too much. So let's afflict them. Let's make them slaves. Let's put them to work. Let's bring all our hell on them. Go ahead. Let's see how that works.
And so get them up out of the land. Therefore they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens, and they built for Pharaoh treasure cities of Fathom and Ramus.
Which we was going into earlier. Israel made every other nation that they were in captivity under great and built them up, right? See, that slogan, make America great again, mean really put these niggas hacking hardcore slavery again. Because that's how they became great. Go ahead.
Verse 12, it says, but the more they afflicted them,
See, now look what happened when they afflicted them. Go ahead.
but the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew.
Now, what other time in history did this happen? Back when we was in slavery, all right? In America. The more that they beat us, the more that they afflicted us, all right? The more they try to separate us, the more that we had more offspring we had, the more we multiplied. On every plantation in America, the slaves outnumbered the slave masters. So I wonder who people that is.
Right.
Go ahead.
It's Exodus 4:22. And thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, thus saith the Lord, Israel is my son, even my firstborn. And I say unto thee, let my son go, that he may serve me. And if thou refuse to let him go, behold, I will slay that son, even that firstborn. Let you go into that, man. Israel is the firstborn, and the nation of Israel, Egypt.
Go ahead.
It says, and they were grieved because of the children of Israel. Verse 13, and the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor.
That's verse 12.
That's verse 13.
Ah, yeah, you could have stopped at verse 12. But yeah, so it made, they could say it was a rigorous captivity. Meaning it was hardcore, man. You know? But the more they afflicted us and brought that rigorous force down on us, the more we multiply. Because what you gonna do? Yeah, the only pleasure you got is you got your woman right there. Shit, man.
They gonna take it out on her.
Go take it out on her.
But then,
How the hell he been catching?
Did you know the woman was a pillar of rest back then?
Right.
Yeah.
Nigga woman now.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how you know Esau like, changed it up in the time of
And
slavery.
then we had many women too.
Exactly.
We still had multiple wives. We still was dealing with multiple women, man.
right.
A family, Israelite man's family might have been seven women. I'm just saying, 7 women. His main wives, and then they, like, you know what I'm saying? They handmaids. You know, that's just how it was.
Man, and a few on the
And
side.
a few on the side. You know.
It was lawful.
Oh yeah, that's the law.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, cause this check the date. You know, Esau on your ass, they make you go hard.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Cause only with the strong survive. No, Esau be on your ass. I got you. I'm gonna show you something. You know what I'm saying? You go ahead and knock this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Make them more mad. You know what I'm saying? That's how Jake is. Bro. You know, make it out here and hard against their head.
This got Ecclesiastes. And then brother Zahab Psalms 83. Right?
That's the scripture.
This Ecclesiastes 1. Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. The thing that hath been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done.
Right.
And there is no new thing under the sun.
That's why I always say it's like a hamster on the wheel, man. Ain't nothing new, man. Alright? Ain't nothing new. Ain't nothing we ever thought of that back in slavery, back in the old times, they ain't think of. You know, everything is just repeat itself, man. History repeat itself. You know? But then it's already been played out in the heavens.